I'm Kirsty speaking from Naio Nails, and it's Superbowl time! The teams in the Super Bowl are the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Who's going to win? We're going to do a design that's incorporating the logos and everything like that. We're going to sculpt out quite an unusual shape just to make it a little bit fun. And we're going to do it in acrylic and a bit of gel and some freehand art. So we're going to concentrate on the Atlanta Falcons in this design. I've already prepped the nail so it's already clean. It's already had the surface shine taken off it. And we're going to put a sculpting form on in the shape of a stiletto. And making sure that's all nice and secure. So we're going to come out here, but we're also going to drop down here as well. We're going to prep with my prep products. We've got the dehydrator and we've got the acid-free primer.
It's going to be the worst advert ever.
I know. If you ever need a jingle, don't call me. I'm going to use shell. What do you say? Oh my God, she's not using natural beige or warm beige. I'm going to use shell. I'm going to work at the free edge first. And then I'm going to do the back third of the nail. Overlap the two, just checking that the back is nice and flush, and I'm going to work on the length. At the end of this nail, we are going to build out an American football shape, which is what? Which is what? A pointy oval. So I just want the basic shape at the minute. I'm going to make sure I get each side the same. I don't want to make it look a bit weird by it not being symmetrical. We need it to be symmetrical. The last time I watched American football, I watched the Chicago Bears and I was about 15. I used to like watching the Chicago Bears. I didn't really know what was going on, but I did like it when I was that young. However, I've not watched it since. The only time that I watch the Super Bowl is to watch the halftime entertainment. That's really sad, I know. La la, ooh la la. I'll take the form off. I'm going to file each section. So I'm going to file this and I'll file that. So I wouldn't say that this nail was practical. It's just fun. And at least at the end, when you don't want to wear that anymore, you can just cut that off and then you'd have like a ballerina nail. Now the filing routine is pretty much the same. It's just going to be a little bit different when we come to the very tip. But like I say, I'm concentrating on each section at a time. Whoa, I need to stop singing Lady Gaga. So I'm just buffing over with a white block just to smooth that. I'm being very careful as I do it. Very careful. I'm now going to wipe it over with some acetone. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the top coat from the Urban Graffiti Gel Polish range. And I'm just using this, what part would you say? The first part of this nail, not the football part. Now we're going to use the metallic red, which is that number. And I'm going to cover this nail apart from the football in the red. And we're going to put that into the lamp to dry. Don't forget, these metallics will air dry. They will take a little bit longer. So the heat from the lamp will actually encourage it to dry a little bit quicker. Then for the ball at the end, I'm going to colour that with gel polish. I'm going to do 2 coats of this colour. I'm going to top coat these now.
I love how you say these like it's 2 separate nails.
I know. It is as if they're like,
yeah.
They are. I feel that way. They're like twins, but not so. No siblings.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and
They're
Danny
like,
DeVito.
yes, that's what they are. So I've got a little bit of white paint somewhere. Guess which one is the white paint that we're going to use that isn't actually dry. So with the white paint, we're going to do the stitches. Now there are 8 stitches, so I'm going to map this out a little bit first. From there to there. Then we're going to do a little stripe going across the top and the bottom. I'm just going to do a little mark around here as if it's going into the leather. Like a tiny, tiny sort of C shape. I'm just going to add a little bit of detail with some black paint, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. I might even just add, because I like going a bit too far, don't I?
Just slightly.
I'm just going to pour just a bit of a white wash. Just so it's highlighting that shape a bit. Once the paint's dry, we're going to seal that again. So that's the football done. Cure that in the lamp. So that's the football finished, and we're going to do the Falcon logo now, which is a falcon. We're going to start with the falcon's head. Do you call it a falcon or a falcon?
I call it a falcon.
I think I call it a falcon. I'm going to do it at an angle because it'll fit on the nail a little bit better because it's quite wide. This part I'm doing here is the claw, the claw of the falcon. All hail the claw. Do they say something like that on Toy Story? And what I'm going to do is anything that's red on the Falcon's logo, I'm going to leave that open. So we don't have to put any extra red in. Hence the reason why I did the red background. Because we're painting on the top of the top coat, it's very easy to just scratch the paint off and make any adjustments. So if you want some more of that red showing, you can just get a tool and scratch that off. Now we're going to do the white detail. So we're going to go round the outside with the white, and then round the outside. Two trailer bark girls go round the outside.
Sorry.
And then we're going to do the eyes and the beak. When you come to do this white outline, you can also use it to neaten up any mistakes you might have made before. Now we're going to mix a grey. You don't have to mix a grey if you've got a grey, of course. I just thought, well, we've got the black and the white on the palette. Let's mix them and make the grey for the logo. And then we're going to go round the outside of the white, literally on the border. So I'm just going to write on Falcon's ear, just as if I've written it on. Just in the white paint. I'm going to seal this part of the nail in now. I don't need to do the football because we've already done the football. Sealing this paintwork will obviously make it last, and it'll also bring out the colours as well. It's unbelievable what a bit of top coat does to paintwork. It really brings out all the colours. So there you are, that's the Falcons nail. Are they going to win?
No.
Do you not want them to win?
Like the Patriots.
Do you? They are, guys. That's the Atlanta Falcons. Hope you enjoyed that video of our Atlantic Falcons. Atlanta. I hope you enjoyed that video. That was our version of the Atlantic. Atlanta. Hope you enjoyed that video. That is our version of the Atlanta Falcons.
That's like the Atlanta chickens.
With the American football. I hope you liked it. Anyway, that was my little twist on it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. And all the product reviews today are in the description box too. All the products that we use today are in the description box below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. 48, 49, hut, hut, hut. Whoa, caught in a bad romance. Romance.